Hello, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use Excel to produce a frequency distribution and a histogram. We can produce both of them in one shot. Okay, so I have the data here from two population. This column contains quantitative data, and we want to produce a frequency distribution and a histogram for it. So first of all, I'm going to copy it to a new worksheet, so we don't have to be distracted by other things. Then I want to find out what is the highest number and the lowest number in this data, so I can set up my class limit properly. So Excel can do this by using a function called equal max. Open equal max, open parenthesis, you just give the data to it. Excel will look at it and tell you, oh, the maximum is 90. And then equal min, the data value. The lowest is 23. So our logical class limit would be, need to include 23. So the lowest should be around 21, and we wanted to start with a nice number instead of starting from 23. So 21 to 30 seems to be a nice class limit to go with. And then I do 31 to 40, 41 to 50, 51 to 60, 61 to 70, 71 to 80, 81 to 90. So you have to create this, based on whatever data that you have. Now, but Excel do not look at this. Excel's want a column that contains only the upper class limit. So what you can do is just copy all the upper class limit in a separate column for Excel to use. The class limit is for us to use and also for us to build a table. Now we are ready. So and then to build them. So what you can do is click data and see if data analysis is here. If data analysis is not here, you go to file, option, add-ins, manage Excel add-in, go, and enable the first two. Or I think just the first one is fine. Check them and then say OK. In my case, I have data analysis available, so I don't have to do that. Or it has already been done. You only need to do it once. So you click on the Data tab and then click Data Analysis. There will be a lot of packages or modules available, and the one that we want is histogram. And you click OK. The first thing you need to tell Excel is your input range, which is all your data, and in my case I want to provide the header also. So I click label. That means the first one is not a data value but it's a label. And then under bin range would be the upper class limit, so I include the bin header label also. And then for the output option, I want Excel to just put the output in this worksheet, so I click a cell in the output range. The last thing I want to do is check output, so the histogram would show up, and I say OK. See, I would have, this is the frequency distribution for each class, and also this is the histogram. We need to do some adjustment. First of all, we'll copy this over. Well, actually, I just need to copy the frequency over in a new area, paste, and use the class limit that we have set up. So this is the class. This is the frequency for this class. There's one data between 21 to 30, and there's a corresponding data values in this range, and that would be our frequency distribution. And you can, make it nicer by filling in the borders. And that's it. And maybe you want to change it, not instead of class limit, you want to say it as scores for class 1, something like that. And then for our histogram, what we can do is change the title. So maybe you would say histogram for class 1. Frequency, instead of bin, it should be score, right? Now delete this. The last thing we want to do is click on the graph area, click on design, then under quick layout, I want to choose a layout that look like a histogram, because histogram's not supposed to have space between graph. And then you can also adjust the borders so the borders look nicer. Solid line, use black line, and that's it. So that would be a very nice histogram for your first population. You can go back to the original data, copy the second one, and repeat this whole thing to build a frequency distribution as well as a histogram for the second one.